AEP has been working tirelessly to restore power to the area post-Harvey. Please welcome Omar Lopez with AEP joining us now, a friend of the station, and we're glad you could come in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, as of last night, 9 o'clock, it was 12,500 in Corpus Christi, but this morning you have a new update.
Yeah, we're at 9,000 people remain without power in Corpus Christi, which means overall for the effort, we've restored about 151,000 people. At our peak on Saturday after Harvey made landfall, we were at 220,000.
220. When was the last time we were ever at a number like that?
I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
You know, and Harvey it's only the third time a storm this big has made landfall on the Texas coast, and so it's a mammoth storm. It's still wreaking havoc across the United States. So at our peak, we were 220,000. We've restored a good chunk. We have a long way to go, especially those outerlying communities and the communities where Harvey made a direct hit. We're talking about Rockport, Port Aransas, things like that. I'm here today to tell you that in Corpus Christi, we've restored 94,000 customers. We have about 9,000 left as of this morning.
Okay.
We want to thank everyone in Corpus Christi for your patience. We know this is a huge inconvenience. Electricity is part of our lives. It's how we function.
It seems like people have been very patient. I know we get calls here, hey, when is my power going to be restored? That's natural. But we haven't heard that. I'm so mad at so-and-so for not getting this done, and I haven't really heard that.
Well, the people that reach out to us, it runs the gamut. So we understand that people are frustrated. It's hot outside. It's hard to function without electricity, but we haven't stopped working. We have 4,600 crews from around the country here in Corpus Christi in the area working. We're working 16-hour days, and we're not going to stop until we restore everyone's power.
When do you think power will be fully restored here in Corpus Christi?
Well, if you don't have power today, the estimated time of restoration is Saturday at 10 p.m.
Tomorrow at 10 p.m.
Hopefully sooner.
Yeah.
Hopefully sooner. But we're still working. We're making significant progress. This storm has been quite a storm, and we had to use a lot of non-traditional ways to restore power. We're using cranes to drop poles in backyards where we have very narrow alleyways and easements.
And access.
Exactly. We're using drones to do assessments over large neighborhoods. We don't think about this a lot in Corpus Christi because we're a coastal city, but we have a lot of mature trees here. So the limbs are in the lines. If there's a broken pole in your backyard, sometimes it's hard to see. We're having to do this drone assessment over large neighborhoods to see exactly where the damage is. We're also using helicopters to patrol our transmission lines. So far, we've counted 3,100 distribution poles that have been knocked down with the storm, and about 500 transmission structures. And the transmission structures are the huge structures you see sometimes on the highway, things like that.
So Aransas Pass, Port A, Rockport, when can they expect to see power? Is it going to be weeks, months?
There are specific estimated times of restoration listed at our website because they're all different. I was in the area yesterday, and the devastation, I don't have to tell this to anyone. I was in disbelief, and it's heartbreaking. But our crews are out there. Our crews are out there, and they're working. And we know it's going to be a long process. We know it's going to be a big job, which is why we've already started. But to be honest, our crews are everywhere. We have crews in Victoria right now that are working after that flooding. So we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're asking for everyone's patience. We're almost there, but we're not going to stop working. But there are a couple of things we want to ask the public to do in the meantime. So number one, first and foremost, is do not approach the crews when they're working. If I see a truck, of course, if I didn't have power, I'd want to say, hey, I don't have power over here. But they're working. It puts you in an unsafe environment when you're near the crews. And if you see crews parked on the side of the road, don't stop them and ask them, when am I going to get my power back? They don't know. They don't know. The best thing to do is to call our Customer Solutions Center. You can get that number on the website. Go to aeptexas.com and check on the status of your outage. Number two, stay away from down power lines. There are still down power lines that we're discovering.
Even if they're not sparking.
It's exactly.
It looks dead, just don't even
If you
bother.
have a down pole in your backyard, if you have a down power line, report it. Report it if it's a safety hazard. And number three, and this is something that we probably don't think about. If you're still without power and you have an electric cooktop, make sure it's turned off. Because when power is restored, sometimes, we've stacked things on the countertop, supplies for the hurricane.
Short circuit.
Exactly. Well, not really short circuit, it'll turn on. And so make sure your cooktop is turned off, make sure your oven is turned off. When the power went out, someone could have been making dinner, brownies, you never know.
Yeah, it's true.
So make sure it's turned off, and those are the three major safety messages we want to get out there. But we are very grateful for the support that we see. Our crews, our linemen, they feel the support in Corpus Christi, all over the coastal bend. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Omar, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you are busy, and we'd rather you be out there doing what you do best as opposed to in here, but we do appreciate you taking the time and wish you guys a lot of success in restoring the power, and thank you for working those extra hours
Thank
for
you,
us.
and thank you, Corpus Christi. Thank you.